Hi Sarah. Good evening everybody. I'm Louise Daniels. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. And tonight I'm going to be doing my third colour challenge with colours that were chosen for me last week. Quite an interesting selection. I somewhat think people thought I might not manage it, but I'm always up for a challenge. I'll give it a go. So tonight's colours, we have Blackberry Bliss, Pale Papaya, one of the newest in colours. I can't hold three. Mango Melody. And tonight I'm going to show you how I've used those with a variety of card and inks and stamps, and let's see what happens. I'm going to introduce some of the new products out of our new mini, because of course we're right in the middle of celebration and I'd hate you to be missing out on things that are readily available right now. So I'm just going to switch screens and leave those so you can see what we're doing, and start on my first card. Don't forget to say hello, hi Fran, in the comments so I actually know who's out there, because it's a bit lonely here on your own talking to yourself. So there's our three colours: Blackberry Bliss, Pale Papaya, Mango Melody. And I actually love all three colours. I don't think I'd have ever put all three together in a project. So just to show you this evening, I'm going to be using the brand new stamp set called Celebrating You. It's one of those that you sort of flick past a bit. It's all sentiments and there are 16 of them, but when you actually look at them, they're a really good set. So we've got Happy Anniversary, lots of love, Happy Easter, Happy Mother's Day, a Happy Birthday, Happy Father's Day, a thank you, wishing you a happily ever after. So I just think it's a really useful set. So I've chosen three sentiments from there. I'm also going to introduce, because I just love these little stamp and emboss tools. These go through the mini, they'll go through the big one as well. These are Stampin' Cut Emboss, and they're embossing folders, and this time we've got stripes and splatters. I've only used the splatters, but the stripes is great fun too. You open them up like so. You place your cardstock in there with the Stampin' Up logo on the top and run them through the die cutter, and it will emboss the pattern onto it for you. And then finally tonight, we've got a new set of layering decorative masks, which are fascinating. I've not played with these yet. We're going to have a go this evening. I'm trying to work out what they're supposed to do, but there's all sorts of different flowers, patterns to create all sorts of images. So if we get time, that's also on my list. So card number one, I'm going to use some of the Blackberry Bliss ink. I've cut a piece of Blackberry Bliss 10 by just under 15, and I have then run, I'm not sure whether you can see it, the Blackberry Bliss through the embossing folder. Hi Elizabeth. And that's the splats. So I'm going to first of all adhere that to one side like so, but I've also got a little bit of Pale Papaya. Hi Caroline. Pale Papaya vellum. It's one of the sparkly ones, but before I use that, I've taken a stamp out of another favourite step. This is in the old big catalogue, the annual catalogue. This is called Dragonfly Garden, and I've just taken the flowers and I'm going to grab the Blackberry Bliss and ink up the flowers, and I'm just going to stamp them. Let's just make sure I've got plenty of ink all the way down the stamp. In fact, I might just try that because I've not used it. If you have a stamp that you've not used for a little while, it's quite a good tip to ink it up and have a couple of stamps before you just go for your project. Hi Mum. It was a lovely lunch earlier, wasn't it? Mummy and Rebecca and I went to the Caldero Lounge, the new one in Gainsborough. A little bit noisy, but the food was superb. Hi Alex. And I'm just going to stamp directly onto the vellum with the flowers from the Dragonfly Garden set. because I thought so. And because it's water, that will dry up really quickly. So I'm going to first of all glue this splattery bit directly onto my card. Just pop that out the way while it's drying. And I'm going to pop that one slightly offsetting it. It's not going to be straight down the middle. And I just need to grab my big scissors and chop it down there. There we go. That's my first layer. My second layer is going to be the little bit of pale papaya ribbon, vellum. And with vellum, I'm just thinking, I've been away for the weekend, I might have to just turn around. Oh no, there is one. What was I had? A snail on here. I find snail the best thing to, or a tape adhesive to adhere vellum, because you don't want great blobs of glue sticking through. And then I've got a piece of pale papaya ribbon, which again I'm going to use because it's a dry thing that you're sticking. I'm going to take a piece of that one across here. And pale papaya ribbon, I love this one. Turn it over, remember, little tip here, just trim it off there, tuck it round, and just the same on this side. And then you're wondering about the Mango Melody. I'm one step ahead of you. I'm going to have what fits on here best. Happy birthday. Happy birthday from this new set. I love this. It's a font and a block. I'm just going to pop that right in the middle like so. Happy birthday. Couple of what's it's dimensionals. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, if you're not careful, I mean, that's not brilliant, but probably a little bit heavy-handed, but you just end up with a lot of glue showing through. And I'm just raising that one up. And I'm popping it again. I'm slightly offsetting it. There we go. And then I might just have a go. Let's have a see. Don't know whether we need one of these or not. Let's have a try. Oh, I'm thinking on the job now. I'm going to actually, I was going to just use that like that, but I'm going to grab one of the, thank you Elizabeth, grab one of the dragonflies out of the same set, stamp it onto the vellum, like so. I'll just let him dry a bit. I really enjoy doing this because I get to show people all sorts of different tips and techniques. It's great fun. It's completely bonkers. I've lost my sparkle. There's my sparkles. Right, let's go for a sparkle. Put one up there. I'm going to just wait while he dries. But the only thing is just be mindful. So this is the Dragonfly Punch, which is still available, and I'm going to pop him in there like so. I'm not, because I can't get him to line up. Oh, just need to trim my vellum a little bit. I always tend to use my punches upside down. Hi Caroline, you made it. It's lovely to see you. Happy New Year. We're just trying the latest colour challenge. Mango Melody, Pale Papaya and Blackberry Bliss. There we go, that's what I wanted. A little sparkly one of those. A little tiny bit of double-sided on his head. And I'm going to pop him down there. And then I'm going to get another big sparkly. These come in 3 different sizes and a tiny sparkly. And there we go. So there's my first card using Blackberry Bliss, Pale Papaya and Mango Melody. And some embossing folders, some stamps, some vellum, some punches and a die cut and some ribbon. Don't think I'm going to put much more else on there. Right, so let's go for a second one. Now this time I have no idea whether this is going to work because I've not had a go with these yet, so we'll watch and learn. Now shall I do flowers? Yeah, that's my snail, Rosie. I can't stand this Stampin' Seal. I can't make them work. I've got lots of snail tummies. Shall I do flowers or butterflies? What does anybody think? Flowers? Or what flowers have we got? Let's take these out the way. Flowers or butterflies? What do we think? Thank you. Thank you. Am I going to do flowers or butterflies? Anybody mind? Oh, I see how it works. I think I've just worked out what this does. Flowers or butterflies? Let's move those ones out of the way. My mum likes flowers, but one for flowers, one for butterflies. Right, what I'll do is I'll try and do both. Let's see if it works. So I'm going to use, first of all, I've just spotted, you see there's a flower here that is the outline, and then you can put one of these, whatever it is, inside it. So let's see what happens. I've no idea how these are going to work. Really could have had a play first, couldn't I? I've got the Pale Papaya, butterflies, flowers, flowers. Right, I've got lots of flowers. I'll do butterflies as well. I'm using the Pale Papaya and a blending brush. Remember, you're going to start, I'm going to go round and 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 round. I'm going to get some more ink because that hasn't picked up any. There we go. I'm swapping hands again. There we go. And I'm going to put another one. I'll tell you what, I could do flowers and butterflies, couldn't I? Or I could be really clever tonight. There we go. Oh, I'm liking this. So these butterfly masks and flower masks are at the back end of the catalogue, the new mini. And I love doing anything like this. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to get the Mango Melody. And I'm going to move that one out of the way, and I'm going to find the other one that I've just found. No, not that one. Yeah, no, this one. There's 3 different sizes I've just spotted. And a bit of the yellow. And I'm hoping, if I'm clever, which is anything could happen now, aha! It does do what I thought it did. Oh, isn't this fun? Definitely recommend this for a game. Hang on. So line him up. I can just about see what I'm doing. There he is. A little bit of mango. Try not to wiggle it like I just did. That's okay, Caroline. You know where I am. We've got 1 month more of celebration, but do come and grab one. Just come and knock. Or let me know and I can leave it in the porch. And then I reckon, I'll be really clever here. Let's see. There's a little one, tiny one. Another brush. Grab the purple. I've done it off a bit because I don't want it to be too dark. Oh, I'm liking this. I could be here for hours. Did anybody want to carry on watching me blend for the next 3 days? There we go. And now I'm going to do exactly the same, she says, and see if I can make the butterfly work. So the butterfly, that's a big butterfly. I'm going to just place, obviously we're not going to get him all on here. I'm going to go for the mango and go for the mango. Try not to wiggle. My April class is going to be about colouring, and I think this might be a technique that... There we go. So we've got a butterfly, and I'm going to go and grab this bit, which I've just worked out somehow. Why does it fit? It must fit. Must fit somewhere like this. This is not going to be exact, I promise you now, because I probably would be better doing this with my Stampin'Ups or something, but we'll see. We'll give it a go. There we go. They do work. And then I'm going to do a little bit of the blackberry, solely blackberry on this corner. Oh, over the edge, you see, that's what happens. If you're not careful, you go over the edge like I just did do. And I'm bringing in another little flower here. Oh, I do like this. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm in loving it too. It's good fun. There we go. Aren't they lovely? I'm going to stop there because, as I say, I could carry on doing this for hours. Now, what sentiment? Should we have lots of love or just for you? Anybody mind while I decide what else? So I've got all three colours on there on a pale papaya background. I've got just for you or lots of love. And I'm going to bring in I need something to... Just for you, just for you, just for you. Let's see if he fits. No, I'm going to have to grab a bit of Mango Melody again. And lots of love. I'll do a lots of love one in a minute, Mum. Do something I don't do very often at all. Let me actually use my scissors because I don't always get it perfect, but I think for tonight that will do. Except I've just inked it on. Just put my thumb on the purple and put my finger straight on my thing. So good job. You always have an emergency side. So I've just turned mine over. There we go. Keep purple thumb out of the way. I'm going to pop it just on there, just in the middle. Ribbon or no ribbon. Oh yes, a little bit of ribbon. That's another little tip. When it comes to the end of particularly the mini catalogues, keep an eye out for ribbons and things, because something like this Blackberry Bliss, which was always going to be in use certainly for the next few months, I've then been able to use it. Can't buy it, but I've still got some Blackberry Bliss ribbon. They stuck it upside down then. Where's my sparkles? And there we go. There's another card. Pale Papaya, Mango Melody, little bit of a purple blob. and I think with time I do add a few more flowers onto it. I might add some flowers and cut them out and then lift them up. But I think those are the new embossing folders, are absolutely beautiful. And finally, I had a look at all my DSP, and one of the pansy papers that is current, the one that looks like that, is actually Pale Papaya Gingham on the back. And I've cut another piece like so, which is the vellum, and that's gone all the way through the splatter again. So I'm just going to take the snail and pop it on the corners. Thank you. Just a little bit of ribbon lifts a lot of projects. I'm not sure this is very straight, but there we go. We'll stick it on. And then another set of dies I really love are the contour ones. So I'm going to pop that on. I'm not, because I seem to have eaten my glue. Oh no, I've actually put my glue away. Ah, well, you see. You can't challenge a colourful crafter to use colour and she not be able to do it, can you? So I'm just waiting to see what you all come up with in my group. It was Pale Papaya, Mango Melody and Blackberry Bliss. Now I appreciate not everybody's got all of these colours, but hopefully some of you have got something. Now, oh, I'm liking this. Right, so I've got lots of love up here, which is the other one. Really nice little sentiments. It's not going to go on there. I might put it on. Oh, and I'm going to put. I've got to put it onto mango, because otherwise I won't have any mango. And just bring it round. There we go. Lots of love. There we go. Got lots of love. I've got a little dragonfly. I'm going to punch out another dragonfly in the Pale Papaya DSP. Now, if I'm challenging you to have a go, I appreciate that not everybody's got everything, because I do seem to have an awful lot of everything. So, but if you haven't got some of it, the dragonflies do, they're lovely, aren't they? If you have got at least one of the colours, go ahead and make me a stunning card. So I'm going to pop him on there. Oops. I'm going to get some of the mini dimensionals and just pop them. I'm not, because I've just pulled the sticker off. Pop those on there. And I'm going to stick. No, I can't, because I can't pick him up. Another one at the top. Oh gosh, can't pick them up. And there we go. Just find a few sparklies. I think I eat these sometime during the... Oh yes, I'm going to put some on his tummy on top of the dimensionals, because obviously, like I said, you can see everything through vellum. That's part of it. It's translucent. I'm going to put a tiny one on the little one, and I'm going to put a middle-sized one, and I'm going to leave it like that. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 cards tonight. using Blackberry Bliss, Mango Melody and Pale Papaya, and are several of my favourite sets and dies and embossing and punches, and some of the new goodies in our latest catalogue. So there we go. Thank you very much. I thoroughly enjoyed those, and surprisingly it's a really good colour combination. Not one I would have thought of at all, which is why it's definitely a challenge. So there we go. I hope you've really enjoyed that. I'm waiting to see who can come up with another challenge for me ready for next week. So Alex or Fran or Caroline, either of you, or Sarah, have you got a colour you'd like me to use? Or Mum? You don't have to tell me its proper name, you can just say some sort of colour and I'll go for it. Evening Evergreen. Okay, I can do that. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Sarah. I want some more colours. I've got a dark Evening Evergreen, which is... oh, I don't know whether it's in the in colours. Yes, it is. It's there. Evening Evergreen is... shall I just open it and see? Oh, a lavendery one. Okay. Hang on, Mum, and I'll show you. Either... do you mean... yeah, a lavendery one. So that one, Highland Heather, Mum, like that, and a pink. Third shelf behind me. Oh right, yeah, polished Magenta Madness that is. So we've got Highland Heather, and I'll show you which pink it is. It is, if I can get it out of here, it is not melon, not polished. It's always funny, isn't it? You can't find the ones you want. A pink. So we're going to have Evening Evergreen, Highland Heather. I'll grab the inks and show you. 1 second, I'll be with you. Heave myself up. There we go. Completely different again. So we've got, for next week, we're going to have Magenta Madness. I'll pop them on the desk. Let me move these out the way. I'm going to have Magenta Madness, you can't see them. Okay, I'll show you them. Just a minute, Mother. Try that. There we go. Magenta Madness, Highland Heather and Evening Evergreen. So it's up to you as to what we're going to do. What I'm going to do, I've no idea. I actually have got an idea because I make something rather than cards next week. I might do something a little bit special. I might do a 3D project. So it's been lovely this evening to see so many of you. Don't forget to like and share in the comments, and please do share this if you can find it on replay. If you have a Facebook or anything else like that, please do just share the link so lots of people see us. And it'd be really, really nice to have some more friends joining us, because it's a really good thing to do. I'm going to try and work out how to share the video as well. But it's been really nice tonight, so take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful rest of the week and a really good weekend. And fingers crossed this COVID is beginning to fade away and we'll be able to have some more fun together. Do look out for an email which will come at the beginning of February to tell you some more exciting news. Take care, bye then, and stay safe.